Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. Oh, sorry about the feedback. Okay, I'm back. Oh, streaming on Facebook these days has not been my friend. Sorry. So, oh, here it's not my friend. There we go. Okay. I'm Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. And today, let's talk about, are we being led to look for trouble where it really doesn't need to exist? One of the laws of the universe is seek and ye shall find. It's a phrase from the Bible, but it's actually a universal law. It means that what we focus on is what we see, and what we see becomes our experience. So when we are taught to look for cancer, the vid, whatever it is, we are taught to go test for something, go to the doctor, look to see if everything's okay, have some exploratory things going on, get your colon checked out, get your mammograms. What are we doing when we do that? We're looking for trouble where really none needs to exist. We are the creators of our reality. And what we focus on, we create. What we believe, we create. Where we place our attention, our energy goes where our attention flows. And what we look for, we will find. A long time ago, when I was in my, early 30s probably, I remember going for my annual checkup, and the doctor says, well, now we need to get a baseline mammogram. I said, no, we don't. She said, yes, we have to. And I knew there was not a single thing wrong with my breasts. And I really, truly couldn't think of a single good reason to radiate my perfectly healthy breast tissue. So I said, no, I'm not going to do this. Because what I realized was that as soon as I go for one, then they're going to ask me to keep coming back for more. And suddenly I realized, wait a second. If I keep going back year after year or every other year, however often they want you to come back and do the same thing, I thought eventually they're going to find something. Like it's inevitable, because what we seek, we find. So why are we being taught to look for trouble? Why are we not taught to look for the health that is already here? Health is natural. Disease is not. But when we look at how the systems are set up, there's really no money to be made in health. If people are healthy, they don't need to spend hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars on protocols. So there's no money to be made from your health. We look out at the world over the last, since 2019. In 2019, or what was it? Late 2019, early 2020, when all of a sudden we're all told, look for this thing, go test for this thing, go look for this thing, look at it, it's everywhere, look at it, look at it, look at it. And look what happened. We say, well, that's because it was there. That's what's real. That's what's true. No, it's what we looked at collectively. As a collective consciousness, we all placed our focus on the thing they told us to look for. And we see what happened. More and more, I'm hearing these, people come to me and they tell me their stories of what has happened to them in the medical system. I have heard story after story after story from women who ended up finding in a mammogram trouble. So then they listened to the doctor and had the biopsies. And pretty much every single one of them said, I wish I had never done that. It caused more trouble than it was worth. Why? Our bodies are designed to morph and change in response to our emotions. When our bodies adapt themselves to our traumas, they adapt in one of three ways. They either create extra cells, they diminish the number of cells, or there's a change in neurological function. These are the three ways that our bodies assist us through traumas. Our bodies are designed to create extra cells on purpose. Those extra cells are biologically meaningful. So if we're told that those extra cells are bad and they shouldn't be there, we're simply creating trouble where there doesn't need to be any, where there isn't any. We have been taught to fear our own biological processes. We are being taught to fear our bodies, and we are being taught to look for trouble. So then when trouble manifests in our reality, because we've been looking for it, we just simply go, oh, well, we knew that was coming. Yeah, duh, because we were focused on it. That's what we're generating. We're living in perhaps the sickest society in human history at the moment, because our attention is being harnessed and focused in the direction of disease. The only way to reverse this is to stop looking for disease, stop looking for trouble, and start looking for the health that is here always. Our bodies are always doing exactly what they are designed to do. There is nothing wrong with anybody's body. There is something wrong with the way we are perceiving the biological changes. Our bodies adapt to our emotional traumas. The body is not the problem. The biology is not the problem. The energy, the emotions, the energies in motion, the traumatic emotions are the problem. Shame, blame, fear, doubt, guilt, worry, anxiety, those are the actual problems. And where we're focused, our belief systems are the problems. Our belief in disease is a problem because it is generating disease. It is generating our experience of our biological adaptations, which mean that our bodies are actually perfectly healthy. It generates an experience of battling a disease. There is no disease. Our bodies are adapting. We have to take our power back. We cannot continue to believe in disease and experience health. It's not possible. We are in the midst of the greatest shift of human consciousness ever experienced. We are moving into higher states of consciousness, which means we are expanding our awareness. It means that we are learning more and more, and we're starting to see that there are other possibilities available to choose from. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities. All possibilities are available for us to experience. Health, disease, wealth, being broke, having a great relationship, being alone and lonely. These are all experiences that are available for us to choose from. Infinite possibilities. But in order to experience the possibilities that we will actually enjoy, we have to look for those possibilities. We have to start focusing in those directions. If we're focused on trying to prevent disease, we're just focused on disease and we're just generating more of that. Preventing disease and being healthy are two completely opposite experiences. What would it be like if you could simply trust your body to be healthy? What if you actually never needed to go to the doctor to find out what's wrong with you, or to go have an exploratory thing to see if there's anything wrong with you when you're feeling perfectly healthy? What if you could just trust that you're perfectly healthy? What if it's the idea of, oh, there might be something in there. There might be the boogeyman in the closet. There might be something going wrong. I don't know. We better go and look, and just to be sure. What if you could just be sure? What if you could use feeling good as evidence that you're perfectly healthy, that there's nothing wrong with you? How many people in the last few years have taken a test and found out, oh no, there's something, I have something terrible happening to me now. I got to go and isolate. You're perfectly healthy. Why are you using the results of some bogus test to convince you that there's something wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. What we focus on is what becomes our reality. What we believe becomes our reality. We need to believe better. We need to start moving beyond the beliefs that we've been taught, we have to start looking for evidence of the things that we enjoy, the things that we want to experience. If you want to experience radiant health, you have to start looking for evidence of your radiant health. Even if you have an ache or a pain or a lump or a bump, the aches and pains and lumps and bumps do not mean that there's anything wrong with you. It means that your body is supporting you through a crisis. What's been going on in your life before the thing showed up in your body? What was happening in your life? What were the traumas and dramas? What were your chronic thought patterns before that showed up in your body? Because guaranteed there were chronic thought patterns that were plaguing you before something showed up in your body. A trauma happened before the biological adaptation happened. It's the trauma that has to be looked at. The biological adaptation is just literally pointing in the direction of whatever the trauma was. Your body is your barometer. Your body is your GPS system. Your body is the tool to help you stay in alignment with your soul. When you have thoughts of, oh no, I'm not okay, this isn't good, your body doesn't feel good when you're thinking those thoughts. That's your body going, hey, the thoughts you're thinking aren't true. Seek and ye shall find. What is it you've been seeking? If you're seeking health, but looking at what's wrong with me, you're actually just seeking more what's wrong with me. You cannot be looking at what's wrong with me and experience radiant health. They're two mutually exclusive things. Stop allowing other people to convince you to look for trouble. Start looking inside for evidence of your own well-being. When you look inside and you look for evidence of the well-being you are, you will start to see evidence of your own well-being. You are created in divine perfection. There is nothing wrong with you. There can't be anything wrong with you. The Creator doesn't create defective souls. You are not a defective soul. And you are not your body. Your body isn't defective either. There is not a single thing wrong with your body. The mind, that's the programming we've all received. That's where all the distortions lie. All of the false beliefs that we've been taught, all of the traumas and dramas that we have been taught to focus on, that we have never been taught how to just simply release. Stop looking for what's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your body. Start looking for the evidence of that. Start looking for the evidence of your well-being, and you will start to find it. Seek and ye shall find. It's universal law. Are you willing to look for the well-being within? Are you ready to start relying on yourself? and start relying on your own body that knows exactly what it's doing. It knows exactly how to bring itself back into balance, but you have to lead it back into balance. You have to lead your body back into radiant health, which means you have to bring yourself into vibrational alignment with radiant health. You have to focus on it and you have to create it. You have to generate it. Health is something that's created by you, and you are the only one who can create your health. And you are the only one who can create your disease. Disease is the illusion. It's not real. It's not what's happening to your body. That's the programming we've received. Are you willing to look beyond the programming? Are you willing to break the matrix? Are you willing to break yourself free from the electric fence of limitation that we've all been taught, that we're all being sold all day, every day, when we turn on the news and the media and the commercials? We're being sold these thought patterns. Ask your doctor, is this pill right for you? Have you checked to see if you have this thing wrong with you? What if you turned off all the external noise and just tuned in? When I found myself facing cancer, I was terrified because there's so much fear in the word. It was like, oh no, you have some killer disease. But inside, I knew that was not my life path. That was not where I was going to head. That was not the life story I was going to tell. I was going to tell the story of my own well-being. I was going to tell the story of my self-healing, how I healed myself naturally without having to use anybody else. And when I started to tune in to my own body and my own wisdom, and I got my mind quiet so the door to the soul could open up, and I could suddenly see through the eyes of my soul, it was completely obvious to me. When I looked through that set of eyes, rather than the pre-programmed eyes, it was completely obvious to me that there was nothing wrong with my body. Even though all the lumps and the bumps and the evidence appeared to be real. Turns out it was false evidence appearing to be real. F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. It's all the illusion. Well-being is the truth. You are a well-being. There's nothing wrong with you. There never has been, there never will be. Are you willing to look for the evidence of that? Are you willing to stop looking for trouble and start looking for your own well-being instead? I'm Lisa Warner. I'm the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. And I'm the creator of the 12-week program, Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self. I have a new session of that starting now. It started yesterday. If you're interested in coming to join me so you can start to see your own well-being, please reach out. It's not too late. I will allow a few more people to join before the next call next week. And then the doors will be closed until I offer it again. So if you're interested, please reach out. You can find me at connectingyou2you.com. I hope this was helpful today. Please, until next week, look for the evidence of your own well-being. Start creating health, wealth, happiness for yourself. Thanks for joining me. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.